Well, I see a lot of people struggling on KURGAL there and not really knowing how this works. And this video behind me, this is me actually going in and soloing it. Not playing with anybody else, just going in by myself, just so you can see that it is actually possible. Now, you do have to be strong enough in order to do so, otherwise it's going to take you a very long time. But let's kind of explain the mechanics of how this boss works and what you actually need to do to go and defeat it. Now, first going in, you'll notice that you have to go and activate it, and then KURGAL will come out and try to bite you. There will actually be two smaller ones that run around too, and then one of the big attacks that you'll see is you'll kind of see like a half the screen split off. You want to get out of the way on that, because if you do get hit, it's going to slow you down, making it easier for you to get bit. There is also another directional skill. You'll kind of see it like a beam purple area on there, but other than that, he just pretty much does his basic attack, which is going to be a bite, and as you can see, it is a pretty large stretch of an area. So when you finally go and deplenish his health, so that bar is at times 30 and drops into times 29, you'll now get teleported into another region, and you do want to get teleported. If you're not getting teleported, that means that you get bit in the process. And if you are playing with other players, a lot of times there'll be one player that's going to kind of go and take the sacrificial bite on it, where the other two players are just going to stay away and get their attacks in. But whether 1, 2, or 3 of you get warped into the other room, you'll see 3 small slimes within there, and you need to defeat these things fast. Not sure what the exact time limit is, but the longer you take on defeating those 3 slimes, the more health this KURGAL is going to regenerate. Now, if you did kill him fast enough, that'll mean that when you come back out of that teleport room, he'll have less than times 29 bars of health. And nothing really changes here. You just keep on attacking him until you get around the times 12, where you'll once again get teleported into that room if you don't have that bite mark on you, and then you'll fight one giant slime. Once again, not sure the time limit on this, but if you go and defeat this fast enough, coming out, he'll have like half a bar worth of health. You'll defeat him, and pretty much you've achieved your victory. Now that you know the mechanics behind this, how do you actually go and accomplish this? And to be honest with you, this was not easy for me at first either. I did struggle for quite some time, but one of the big kickers on it, as you clearly see, if you're powerful enough, this makes it a lot easier for you. But even if you're not powerful enough, there is some things you can still do to make this achievable for you. And really, it comes down to moving around a lot, making sure that you're not on one side of them, so when that split attack comes up, you're not forced to run all the way over and get hit and shoved away with that speed reduction. But the other thing is going to be all about those ranged weapons. For me, I like to use the Ghost Shadow and the Storm Strike. These are the ones that I have pretty much built up the best I can here, and whatever strongest ones that you have that are ranged are probably going to be doing you the best case scenario. I also do like to throw Nurgle's Thresher inside there, and the fact that if I do get sucked into the room, I like casting this, having that kind of spirit going and attacking along the side of my other weapons or whatever weapon I'm using. It does seem to hit nice, it has a good range on it, and it's usually decent at hitting these slimes. But regardless of what weapons you use, I'd really suggest turning off the auto feature, really making sure that you're using just the skills themselves on it, so when you do get sucked into that art room, you're not waiting to refill your stamina. Nothing worse than getting sucked in there, realizing that you can't use your attacks, and then you're just having that health bar creep right up. The other big thing I do on this is I throw the Paladin on. This one is going to be pretty strong against this. It's not perfect every single time, but once you go and get around that, say, times 30 health bar, you know you're going to be kicking it into that 29, which is going to teleport you to that room. Hit the special skill on it. It is going to make you invincible. It will lift a bunch of the debuffs, and if you're lucky, you'll be able to go and get sucked into that room. Now, I have it before where it doesn't look like I have any buffs on me, but for some reason I don't get sucked in. Just know, put this thing in, wait for that around times 30 mark on it, and even around that times 13, moving into that times 12. Both of those are those teleport points. Doing this, pretty good success of getting into that special teleport room. I would also go through with your armor, your ring, your bracelet, your boots, find out which ones are the strongest on that. Look for the ones with the most greens. Both that ring and amulet there are going to have attack skills on it there, or attack buffs, I should say. So both of those kind of help you out with hitting this thing a little bit harder. But once you try this a couple of times, go by this knowing that, hey, if I get these debuffs on me, these buffs, good chance I'm not going to get teleported. Just really making yourself get in there to help out your teammates defeat those slimes and make sure you're attacking them fast. This thing won't be too much of a problem for you. And as you get better gear, better weapons, you won't even really be thinking twice about going in on this, maybe the higher difficulty, but it's not too bad once you know how this thing works. But if you're still pretty new to this game, want to know what the best weapons I would recommend in the beginning, you might want to take a look at this video right here. Thanks for watching, and remember, I pick my butt.